house from where I first got it.
All right, it's a little cold out here, but here's the house.
So you walk inside. This is the living room area. Scott is an excellent stager and was one of the reasons why I went with Patty and Scott because of their tag team approach, and I really loved what they did. Patty got the listing up on MLS, and then it was a wait and see. Hey everybody, David aka RVJedeye, and welcome to Semi Full-Time. This is the story of how I lost my job, how I'm searching for a job, and what I'm going to do with my house. All of that wrapped up right here. So in the last episode, we talked about getting the house up on MLS. It was a process. So this is a real odd day. I am turning over my house to the stagers and the realtors who are going to finish up the job and put it on the market as of tonight, and then of course hopefully sell it soon. I've owned the house for about a year and a half, and I did a lot to it, and I had a lot more planned, but plans change and you have to adapt, and so it feels weird to leave it right now, but hopefully a good family will get it, or a good person. They'll enjoy it and love it as much as I did, and it's going to be off to my new adventure. So for right now, I think I'm going to be semi full-time. We'll see how long that lasts, but this should be an interesting journey. My realtors Scott and Patty did an absolutely fantastic job with the staging, and we got it up, and it was up there pretty quickly after all of the work to get it ready. And then it just took 4 days. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 days.
1, 2, 3, 4.
1, 2, 3, 4.
1, 2, 3, 4.
4 days to get an offer. Initially, it went up on a Thursday. We had a couple of showings that Friday, Saturday, and I think one on Sunday. Patty and I were scheduled to talk on Monday to determine whether or not we were going to relist it at a different price, bring it down a little bit, or whether or not we had the price at the right location. And that morning, we got a couple of inquiries. 2 people wanted to come over to see the house, so Patty and I decided not to change the price at all. And that was a good sign, because later that day, we had our first full-fledged offer.
So this is a little weird. I slept in the staged house last night. Had to come in and do some laundry, hop in the sticks and bricks for just a little bit, and then I'm back out on the road. I think a deal is getting closer, which is nice, but it just felt really odd to be back here, knowing that this is not going to be my house much longer. It's also a little odd as a semi-full-timer to be back in a sticks and bricks for a little while, 24 hours or so. But I guess this is kind of what it's like if you're doing it full-time. So it's an interesting perspective. The plan today is to finish up the laundry, load up the RV again, and head out to another park. And then to keep my fingers crossed when it comes to news on the house.
Yep, 4 days on the market in Tallahassee, and we had an offer. Hey, just a reminder, if you like the content that you're seeing here on the show, make sure you click and subscribe, hit that bell notification, and that way, whenever a new video comes out, you'll be alerted right away. Now, the offer was a pretty good one, only $2,000 off my list price, and that was good. But the next process was making sure that I signed everything, and then we had to go through the inspections, and that's always a tough thing, because you don't know if your house is going to need some extra things, whether or not you're going to have to then negotiate down even further. So that was the process, getting the house ready for inspections. But for the most part, it looked like we had a deal. So I continued to keep packing up and getting ready to close up the house. So as the inspections went on, it was a wait and see situation, and I was crossing my fingers, hoping everything was going to go well. I had to go out in my RV because, Patty just wanted the house kind of to herself so that they could do inspections and go back and forth, and having a homeowner around was not something that they really wanted. And that was okay. I had my RV. I could come hang out for a while. But then we finally got the word that for the most part, everything was okay. There was an issue with the air conditioning unit. So I was expecting that we might have to give some money back. But believe it or not, everything went through, and the final word came. We had a closing date, and that meant my house was officially going to be off the market. So next week we'll talk a little bit about that final kind of week or so as I got everything out of the house and got ready to move into my RV, living semi full-time. It was an interesting time, a lot of mixed emotions as I was cleaning things up, but I can't thank Patty and Scott enough for everything that they did. I mean, let me tell you again, 4 days on the market, and that surprised me. I didn't know it was going to go that quickly, but it did, so kudos to them. So that's it for right now. Stay with me. Big news next week on the closing, and then moving into the RV and living semi-full time. Remember, you can follow me all over social media at RVJedeye, and then, of course, you can follow my blog at RVJedeye.com. Hey, thank you for those kind words of encouragement. You know, I've been looking for a job, dealing with the house. All of that has been coming kind of wild and woolly. And so it's been a lot to deal with, but I appreciate everything that you guys have been saying to me, and keep watching the series. Lots more coming your way.